get our teeth into those 4 concepts that I was speaking about earlier, we need to look at planning, doing, reviewing, and improving. So what is planning all about? Well, planning is just looking at your goals. I mean, what are you planning? Well, if we look at a global positioning system, it needs 2 pieces of information. It needs to know where you are, and you need to tell it where you want to go. Well, how does that equate to your life? Well, you need to do a self-audit, and you need to have a look at yourself. You need to be honest, and this is the tough part, is the honesty part. What skills do you have? What strengths do you have? What skills do you need to acquire? Because that's all part of the planning process. Because you can't achieve something if you don't have the skills or the ability. But don't let that overwhelm you. As I said before, if somebody's done it before, you can do it. All you need to do is have their recipe. Well, what is their recipe? Their recipe is they acquired skills, they acquired knowledge, they got the resources, etc. they needed. Well, that's all part of planning, isn't it? It's about looking at where I'm at. Okay, I don't necessarily have the skills that I need. So what does my planning entail? My planning entails, where do I get those skills? How do I acquire that knowledge? What do I need to do to grow into the person that I need to be to attract the success that I want? Because success, and this is where most people fall off the rails, is not about pursuing something. Anything you pursue will elude you. Something you become will attract to you. And that's what you need to start understanding. That's what you need to start bringing in to your life, is find out what it is. Look where I am. Plan, build, develop, create a path to acquire the knowledge, the skills that you need. The resources, people. Success is about people. You know, if you have a look at success, success is not about going out and building a social media platform of 10,000 people. Success is about building connections with about a dozen or 2 dozen people. A dozen or 2 dozen people that can make a real lasting difference in your life. So build that into your plan. Find out who those people are, and then build a plan. How am I going to introduce myself to those people? How am I going to build connection with those people? How am I going to bring those people into my life? How am I going to encourage those people to want to help me? Planning is where you build the structure, you build the way, the road, the route. In other words, you found out where you are, you know where you want to go. Well, that's the easy part. That's your goals, that's your dreams, that's your fantasies. So we know these 2 things. What are we looking to do now? We're looking to build the pathway so we can take ourselves from one to the other. And that's why planning is critical. Why it's crucial is to know where you are, know where you want to go, build the route, identify all the elements that you need to introduce, and how you're going to go about achieving those individual elements. And then the most obvious part, but unfortunately very often the part that's the most neglected, is the do part. Until you get off your butt and actually start taking action every day, of picking up that telephone and going, hi, I'd like to make a connection with you. I see that you can help, that we can help each other. Nothing's going to happen. So you need to actually commit. It's called the law of Goya. Get off your butt. Until you get off your butt and you actually commit to take action daily, consistently, persistently, something amazing is going to happen. Nothing. Take action consistently, persistently, and the world opens up to you. Anything becomes possible to you. But have a plan. Know what you want to do. Do it. And then the third part of the whole process comes in. Review it. So you need to be doing it. But what happens if you're doing things that are not aligned with the outcomes that you want to achieve? Well, you're going to pretty much not get to where you want to go. So you need to take action, but you need to be sure that you're taking the right actions. So daily, sit down, 5 minutes. Have a look at the stuff you've done. Has it delivered the results you expected? If it has, keep doing it. If it hasn't, review it. Do it differently the next day. Do it better. Find other people, other resources to bring in to help it go better the next day or the next week. At the end of the week, you really got to review where you're going. You've got to go take a critical look at what I've done this week. Has it delivered the results that I wanted it to deliver? If it has, keep doing it. If it hasn't, change it, adjust it, revise it till it does. And most certainly when a whole month's gone by, I mean, how much is enough time? How long should you spend in grade 1? 12 months, I guess. How long should you spend before you start reviewing your actions and really looking at, are my actions delivering the outcomes that I want? Well, I think a week, a month is really too long. But by the time you got to a quarter, you really got to be sure that the actions that you're taking are completely aligned with the outcomes you want to achieve. Because if they're not, you're going to get to the end of the year and it's going to be another one of those years where you set a New Year's resolution, you started for a month, petered off by February, and nothing happened. Whatever gets measured gets done. If you keep measuring, you keep reviewing, you keep testing, you have an opportunity to congratulate yourself, to reward yourself, to say, well done. And the more you see things going the way you want them to go, the easier it is to keep taking the actions. Because I feel, wow, the stuff I'm doing is delivering results. It's making the progress. I'm making the progress that I want to be making. Versus, well, I don't know, I've got to December and I kind of did stuff and I'm not sure. Measure it, test it, review it. The results will speak for themselves. And finally, the most important part is, it's no good reviewing it and saying, oh, these actions aren't working, I'll give up. No, review it, and if it's not working, change it. Well, who's to say the changes are going to deliver the results? Well, we don't know. But then we review it. And if they're delivering the results, we keep doing it. If they're not, we change it. So it's a simple process of plan it, do it, measure it, review it, test it, adjust it. It's a process. Just keep doing that. As you keep doing that through the year, it's unbelievable the results that you can actually achieve. I know inside you is a genius. I know inside you is a pent-up person that is waiting to burst out, that is waiting to become the success that you deserve. Why not you? Why not try to introduce the system into your life? Why not say, this is going to make a difference to my life? What have you got to lose? You've got so much to gain. What if it is just these 4 principles? What if these 4 principles are finally going to deliver the level of success, the kind of future, the kind of dreams that you've held your whole life? But you don't do it. I want you to take these invitations, bring them into your life, try them, explore them. All you can do is invite success into your life. All you can do is become better. I challenge you to try them. Thanks so much for your time.